Are you guys ready to hear about one of the craziest comebacks in football history? I'm talking about the Rise of Wrexham AFC. You heard that right. Wrexham is back, guys. And let me tell you, this ain't the old broke team anymore. In case you missed it, Wrexham AFC is a football club in Wales that was struggling in the lower leagues for years. But then, something amazing happened. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenny, yeah, the Hollywood stars, bought the club. And they didn't just buy it to sit on the sidelines. These guys got big plans for Wrexham. Now, why the heck would two Hollywood stars buy a football club in Wales? Well, I guess you gotta tag along. Now, Wrexham is not your typical football team. They've been around for ages, playing at the oldest international ground in the world. And let's just say they've had their ups and downs. But something amazing has just happened. Something that has put them on the map like never before. You see, two Hollywood superstars, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenny, bought Wrexham AFC. Yeah, you heard me right. Deadpool and Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia are now owners of the Welsh football team. And they're not just in it for the money. They want to change the fortunes of the club and the community. Now, one thing I'm sure is that April 2023 will go down in Wrexham's history as one of the most glorious moments. After 15 seasons of playing in the semi-amateur National League, Wrexham has finally won promotion to the Football League. And let me tell you, it was one hell of a ride. The deciding match against Boreham Wood was a nail-biter. Wrexham was down 1-0 and the tension was intense. But then, in typical Wrexham fashion, they fought back and beat Boreham Wood 3-1 at the racecourse, their home ground. The atmosphere was electric, with 10,000 fans cheering them on, including Ryan, Rob, and Paul Rudd. Now, if you need a better idea of where the team stood before, you gotta learn how English football works. You see, in British football, you have the top clubs like Manchester United, Liverpool, and Chelsea. In the middle, there are the best Welsh teams like Cardiff and Swansea. And then there's Wrexham AFC. But don't let their current position fool you. In football, anything can happen, and that's the beauty of it. If you win enough games, you can get promoted, and any team can dream of rising to the Premier League. And that dream might just come true for Wrexham AFC, thanks to two Hollywood heavyweights, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenny. Now, just like you, even I wondered why these two A-listers would invest in a small football team in Wales. Now there's a bit of a story there. You see, Rob and his friend Humphrey Kerr, a writer on the show Mythic Quest, used to have lunch together. Humphrey loved to watch football, and Rob always teased him for it. But as they say, the teasing eventually rubbed off on Rob, and he started taking an interest in the game. Within a month of Rob showing an interest in buying a football club, Ryan Reynolds came on board, and they found a football brokerage team in New York. You see, when the news broke that Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenny were trying to buy Wrexham AFC, nobody took it seriously. I mean, who would? It's like saying that Brad Pitt and George Clooney are trying to buy your local corner shop. But then, the news started to get more and more credible. Before you knew it, it was all over the news, and everybody was talking about it. But here's the thing, Ryan and Rob were dead serious. They knew what they were doing, and they had a plan. They pitched their vision for the club via video link, and it included a promise to immediately invest £2 million into the club, build a new training facility, and always beat arch rivals, Chester. And you know what? It worked. The takeover was unanimously approved by the Wrexham Supporters Trust, which had owned the club since 2011. And just like that, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenny became the new owners of Wrexham AFC. When the deal was completed in February 2021, Ryan and Rob released a statement saying that they were honored to become the latest stewards in the long and storied history of Wrexham AFC. They also said that they wanted to grow the team, return it to the EFL, and make a positive difference to the wider community in Wrexham. Now, these guys didn't just buy it for glamour. It was purely because they wanted to lend a helping hand to a team that needed it. They were on the lookout for a genuine football team that wore its heart on its sleeve and needed a bit of financial help. And that's when they stumbled upon Wrexham AFC. And meanwhile, the team really seemed to tick every box these two buyers had in mind. In fact, how many of you guys know that Wrexham is the third oldest football team in the world? Yeah, it's true. Founded in 1864, these guys have been around for a while. But despite their long history, they've mostly been flying under the radar, except for their die-hard fan base from the town of Wrexham and the North Wales area. They have a record of 23 Welsh Cup wins and even knocked the great Arsenal FC out of the FA Cup back in the early 90s. That's pretty impressive, right? However, the team has been struggling in recent years, playing in the lower leagues and battling it out with the likes of Barnet, Eastleigh, and Aldershot Town. Not exactly the glamorous Premier League, if you know what I mean. But then, something incredible happened in late 2020. Whispers of a takeover bid started to emerge, and it wasn't just any ordinary takeover bid. This was big money, and it was coming for Wrexham AFC. Now, takeovers of football clubs are not uncommon these days, but this was different, and that was the purchase we just saw. Now, after this massive purchase, I would say a lot has changed for Wrexham. Wrexham's stock has risen quite dramatically. I mean, who might have believed that a club from the 5th tier would be making headlines all around the world? There's been record ticket sales, even an eye-catching shirt sponsorship deal with the global social media platform TikTok, and a surprising inclusion in a FIFA video games franchise. Can you believe it? Wrexham has become the first ever club from the 5th tier to appear in the series. But wait, there's more. The club has received plenty of promotion on the pair's popular social media accounts, and the actors have even made it to the games and appeared in an advert for a local business. Reynolds has 41 million followers on Instagram alone. Can you imagine the kind of reach they have? Now, Ryan and Rob have shown great love and respect for the town and community by promoting the club on social media in a fun and humorous way. And this has been warmly received by the people of Wrexham, who have even created a Hollywood-style sign on an old coal dump outside of town. Meanwhile, in a nod to Rob's hometown, the club's away jersey is the same green as the Philadelphia Eagles. The team's success on the pitch has also improved, with almost reaching league advancement in their first season after the Hollywood purchase. Further, the team made it to the final of the FA Trophy competition. Although they lost 1-0 to Bromley, it's truly amazing to see the buzz and positive energy surrounding the club. In the end, success will be judged by results on the pitch. Nobody was expecting overnight miracles, but a sprinkling of Hollywood magic dust has brought a thrill of excitement to Wrexham. And after securing promotion back into the professional ranks of the EFL, who knows where they'll go next? The thing is that what Rob McElhenny and Ryan Reynolds have done for Wrexham is something truly special. They've brought a new level of attention and excitement to the club, and they've done it all with such good humor and grace. They've shown that even a club from the 5th tier can make it big with the right kind of ownership and support. Anyways, let's raise a glass to Hollywood's newest football team, Wrexham AFC. Cheers to Rob and Ryan and the entire Wrexham community. Well, we can't wait to see where Wrexham is headed next. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do drop your views in the comments section below. We'll meet again with another episode soon.